Hi there. Remember, I mentioned before that if you look at Earth and try to understand it from a lower dimension, your fear of death will pull you down and want you to either break things or, like they always show in movies where if you don't understand something, you blow it up. Well, this is one of those type of videos where if you don't understand the higher level, it will make your hair rise. So if that is something that worries you, then this video is not for you. Have you ever wondered why you have a higher sensitivity level for specific attitudes? For instance, taking truth, a feeling that you know the real truth while somebody is telling their truth to you. It's like somehow you know something that you did not actually see or was part of. Lying. You lie before you even think or have a better way of doing it. Blaming. You always think somebody is out to get you in trouble. Forgiving. You forgive everyone even if you know you are guilty or they are hurting you. So it's like you have this ability to do this, or you can even call it sometimes a disability if that thing is actually making your life difficult. Anger. You get angry and respond before you think. So your anger feels to you like it's much more than the normal person. Depressed. You feel constantly left out and forgotten. So have you ever feel some of these things in your life and you don't know where it comes from? Now here is the hair-raising part. You have entities in your body that enhance specific attitudes so that you have the ability to learn and get deeper knowledge of that specific attitude and all the things that happens around it and how it affects love in your life. So what are these entities? God created the entities, and the entity's creation with a specific task, and it is subjected to love. That means it only do that specific task. It's only active, involved in that specific attitude, and you overcome it with the attitude of love. So the attributes that love has will overcome these things, and they will either leave your body or stay there to keep you and help you in your life. So the function of the entity is to make you do things that has the ability to teach you about the power of the attributes of love. For instance, if your anger was always explainable by circumstances, you would not learn how love works to counter your anger. Add an entity whose sole purpose is to live out extreme anger in your body, and you force to learn about the power of love to be able to control this entity of anger. Once you choose to submit to love, the entity will reduce in power over you until you have complete control over anger with the power or attribute of love. So this is how it works. That's the purpose, and this is how it works. You choose different entities to be part of your life in different stages of your life perhaps, and it is their sole purpose is to teach you the power that is in love. Like anything created on earth, you now get good and bad entities. So it represents either a good attitude or a bad attitude. So while happiness in excess may seem wonderful at first, it can cause trouble for you when the circumstances are unhappy, like a funeral where inappropriate joking or happiness is not supporting your love. The creation of entities are to teach us about good and evil and the power of love that is above all attitudes. Even truthfulness can be misused when combined with other attitudes like annoying or exposing others. So you need to learn, even with good attitudes that is more prominent in your life, that it actually can stand against the attributes of love. Now, I'm talking about all these attributes of love. I made a video about the attributes of love. So if you do not know what I'm talking about, you have to go to that video to understand. So the entity of truth is wonderful when you have your attitudes under the control of love. Otherwise, it may ruin many relations. I have Asperger's autism, and truth is one of the things that's strong in the autism sector of the Asperger's, and many people are actually feeling that truth that comes out of those people, because truth without love can hurt you a lot and expose you when it is not necessary. Now, when you talk about entities in your body, religion will bring in demons and spirits. They will talk about that. So a bad entity will be a demon, and a good entity is a familiar spirit. And both of those religions would try to force out of you. This is all because they do not understand the dimension of love and of how the soul learn out of all these things that God created. So the interesting part is it was taught to Christianity to use the name of Jesus, which interprets to the love of God. So religion knows how to use the power of love, but miss the whole concept of how to use this love. So where God says, add love, the name of Jesus, to this entity, so you use that attributes of love to overcome the entity, they make this something completely different, where you have to cast out demons and spirits, and that leaves you with nothing that new that you've learned out of that. So each person must choose love to govern their attitude, and in turn the entity will submit to the love of God. And that is how you become in control of all the different attitudes. So they are here to help us. And if you don't see that, it is unfortunate, because you are reducing your ability to see what God created in a huge manner. I know these things are hard to understand, but it is better to know how to work together with creation and eventually grow deeper and closer to God than to resist all these things and being held with all those fear and resistance that you've got, and you are actually resisting the creation of God. So live, see what happens, bring love in your heart, and grow closer to God. Thank you for watching.